Yeah.
Why they don't play that anymore?
We're up.
Hey, we're up. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello.
I'm up.
We're up. No, we're literally
Hi,
up.
you guys.
Hey.
Hey. Look at you guys. Totally bad. How are you guys doing this morning?
How am I doing?
Ooh, we got some people ready for the Knicks Daddy already. What's going on? Oh, you heard us playing X-Men.
We were still humming X-Men. The real X-Men.
Now the real question is, does anybody recognize?
Wait, is that a Transformer sound?
Yes, that is the Transformers transformation sound.
Wait, what? What is?
Someone said.
I don't know about that. Hey, I think that's an off-brand Transformer.
No, that's only two Transformers. Get out of here.
You must be talking about the one before they were showing the specs.
No, he's talking about the old one before the movies and all that.
Original Transformers.
So okay. We're podcasting. And everyone here is super sleepy, but they're gonna get woke for this charity event. Sleepy. They're gonna get hyped.
We're not sleepy. I'm not sleepy.
You're not.
I'm hungry.
You're not sleepy. Everyone else here is sleepy. So who do we have here? Let's we're gonna start with Rob. Introduce himself right here.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Rob from AGayGuyPlays. I don't really need to say too much, but you can find me on all the socials with that exact same thing.
Socials.
The socials, that's what it is. The socials. I'm fine. Not on Snapchat though, because that's for people who send dirty pictures to people. We know.
That's literally what Snapchat was. Oh.
Nick, don't act like you're innocent. You're there too.
You're on Snapchat too.
Are you spoiling Rio's strategy here? Hey girl, give me that Snapchat.
Snapchat game week.
Pretty much.
All right, so next up we got Nix over here. He can introduce himself.
All right, my name's Nix. Whichever want to call me, Nix TV. You know, I'm gonna pull a Mogamu here and say you can find me on Google.
Don't do it.
If you want to Google me, Bing me, or Yahoo search bar me. I'm sure you can find me on any of those. So,
the bookmark that installs on your browser, Google Chrome, and you can't get rid of it. Is that we can find you?
Get over that thing when you say you can Google me.
What do I think of Chroma's ass? We can't talk about that. This is a PG screen.
Yo, why do you have
he takes off his dragon? It looks good.
Why do you have a green screen and no green screen? No background.
Well, what am I supposed to put? You don't want me to mess up your camera layout, do you?
A Christmas tree.
What you gotta do? No, do not literally do not mess up my layout.
I was gonna say, I can go ahead and
get the tree.
All right, we got Rio.
I'll get the tree for a donation.
Get the tree. No. Save the tree. The tree will be for donations. They gotta buy the tree. They gotta give. They gotta give for the tree. All right, next we got Rio. He introduced himself.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? I'm a local Loki hater, Snapchat lover. You can find me on YouTube, and my ad name is Straight Guy Plays.
Why are you talking so sexy when you talk about your Snapchat, dude? Chill.
Hey Billy, how are you doing?
I'm tired. You guys.
Sensei, I see you too.
That is my tired voice. Okay, you know what? Let me try. Let me try to perk it up. All right, I'm good. Go ahead.
Perk it up. All right, we need less sexy and more promo.
And
less.
All right, yo guys, what's going on? Yo guys, what's going on? LifeOfRio here.
You went out.
I'm glad he cut out. I'm glad he was he cut out. We're moving on. So should we jump in topic?
All right, so today, no, we don't. All right, so I think we're organized. Come on. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna be raising money for charity. So we'll set benchmarks of stuff that we'll do to get you guys motivated too. I didn't say specifically. I didn't say specifically what it would be.
Have you seen my account?
all our Warframes are cleared out, unfortunately.
Thank you, so I will be bon appetiting. See, you can donate to make me eat chicken. That's what our donations.
That's so racist. That is so racist.
Well, Rio's not here, so I gotta pick up the slack.
Where is he?
I'm right here.
I don't see you with your Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, where's your cam? Where's the
Listen,
cam,
man, if I
Rio?
turn
The
the
lies
cam
of
on,
Rio.
bro, that's
Rio
endless
has been-
donations.
Rio has been stating that he's gonna get on cam. He last time on his stream,
I'm
he
on
said it
cam all the
himself.
time.
He said that he would go ahead and have a cam up for the next Mogamu stream. What is this? Oh, is this Mogamu streaming?
Nah, this the fan
It is.
channel.
This the
Hashtag
fan
lies of
channel.
Rio.
Yeah, this the fan channel.
Why are you defending him? Stop being racist, Mogamu.
All right, so topics. We got to talk about Warframe at some point. You guys are excited for planes, right? What is the thing? What is the thing that's making you want to? What's the first thing that you want to do? What do
That I
you want to do?
want
when
to
you get
do
into
or that I
planes?
have to do?
No, what you want to do, not what you have to do. Yeah. What do you want to do?
The first thing that I want to do is I want to kill an idol. That's the first thing I want to do. Now, because you know how content creation goes, that's not the first thing I'm gonna do, but that's the first thing I want to do.
Okay.
$2 for AG. Are you trying to donate to get me? Is this what it is? You're paying for me? Hey Rob, this is a new format. I like it, but where's Rio? I don't know. He didn't show up today.
Rio is not.
Y'all talk.
He
I'm
is
here, like.
hiding. What's
Rio,
going
get off
on?
of Snapchat. We know what you're doing.
This is
Like I'm right here, bro. I got y'all.
So you want to kill Eidolon? That's
I
why you're
do.
logging in that day.
I want to
So-
jump into focus. I want to start murdering. Because the thing about so the issue with Warframe for me for like the past for as long as I've been playing.
Yo, someone just gave $50. Who was that?
Yes. Do you guys want like 5 minutes of tree later on? Is that what you want?
No, thanks so much for that donation. I missed the name because I'm a totals. Just Dave 81 donated $50.
Hey baby, how are you doing this morning? He was up late last night watching British shows with me.
You know
Well, not
Just
with me.
Dave? How do you know
Just
everybody?
81. I know everybody because I love my community. They
Just
come
Dave?
through.
Are you hanging out with this
He
guy?
did so-
You can do better.
Just Dave was doing so much laundry last night, and I applaud him because he got me to do one load of laundry. King Kachi,
Oh
you see
my
me eating
God.
chicken? I'm gonna eat more chicken. I know.
So racist.
right, so-
Thank you, Just
so,
Dave,
no.
for the donation. All right, first thing.
That's-
So your first thing is Eidolon. That's what you're doing when you get on.
Yeah, that's the Eidolon, but the thing is, when it comes down to content creation, you gotta do all the other things.
You gotta
first.
do literally everything. Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
Me?
Yeah.
I think the first thing that I want to do is, oh man, I really don't know. I really just want to go as far as I can. Honestly, I just want an adventure. I just want to see everything, just kind of pick things up as it goes. I just want to get the feel for playing, because there's a difference between watching it and then actually doing it yourself. I kind of just want to leave the fences and just go out into the world and see what it's like to play in quote unquote open world or open area. I mean, I won't lie. One thing I want to do is personally just try to catch the biggest fish.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not gonna lie. Watching
Why
Rebecca-
does this all sound like sexual references? Like, I want to go as far as I can go. I want to
As
do
far
some
as I can
explore,
go and catch the
I wanna
Everything is
catch
innuendo.
the biggest fish.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
like, why you gotta
but,
be like?
Like when Rebecca was
Bad.
catching these fishes and stuff.
Fishes.
Dude, these fishes. Yeah, I'm making up new words. The fishies. Dude, some of those things, you could barely hold them. Like, they were bigger than the Warframes. I'm like,
They are
I want to go
massive.
get a great white shark and drag that thing back.
Did you see Steve's tweet with the fish? It was broken and glitchy. Let's see if I can find it.
I think fish
I
is gonna be
think
kinda
that's a
fun.
feature they should leave that in game. Like, legitimately, listen, fix everything else, leave that fish. We're not concerned.
We need the fish. We need the fish.
That's actually funny because that's one of the first things that I was thinking in my head was like, who really wants the fish? But apparently Nyx is all up on it. Nyx is
Plenty
excited for
people.
this fishing. And that's a surprising thing. It's not something that I would have ever kind of expected. It's not something that I would have ever expected when it comes to the planes. It's like some people are actually excited for this. And I think that also kind of brings to light our community is sometimes you get in your own bubble and you forget that there are other communities out there that want to fish. They want to mine. They want all of the all that resource stuff that people really love so much. And I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing, but hey, why not?
Mm-hmm. Trying to figure out how to share the fish. Can someone else share it?
No.
Wait, if my mic
I can mess up your layout if you want me to.
No,
do that.
no. Do not touch this. It took 30 minutes to get this. Okay, but it's on Steve's Twitter. You know what? Let's see if I can post it in chat. Let's see if it'll let me.
So while you're doing that, Rio, what's the first thing you want to do in Plains of Eidolon?
Find the first mission that feels like a survival.
Is that liberation?
Oh, end game. He needs his end game.
Collaboration.
Yeah, that's the first thing I gotta find. The first thing that feels like a survival.
Okay.
Why does Rio sound like he's about to die?
No.
Rio sounds like he's like almost dead.
He must be on Snapchat. He's still talking low.
Nah, man, nah. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Look at that, Rio. People had donated to get you on cam. Neoness. Thank you for that dono. This is for Rio getting on cam or 5 for Mang Loki.
Yo, check it out. Check it out. $50 donation to change Rio's avatar. As long as it's family safe, we'll change it. How about that?
I actually really like this one though.
Oh man, you got to do it for the charity.
I think that was pretty dope. Like that was pretty cool.
No, you could be Samurai Jack next.
Not even gonna lie,
For
I don't
$50.
expect smart things to come from you, but that's pretty cool.
Listen, I got good taste.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
You came through for once. I did not expect much coming from you.
I'm a classy individual. Plus, there's like Rule 34 of Samurai Jack and Johnny Bravo, so it just goes together like that. Anyway, so
You know your stuff.
Too
I
much.
know my stuff. I'm telling you. Mogamu, how about you?
First thing I want to do, you know what? Legit, I just want to run around. Legit, I don't want to do missions. Like I can do missions just to pick them up, but really, I just want to run around, man. Like I keep saying it, I want to GTA it. Like I definitely get where Rio's coming from. Matter of fact, you know what? Me and Rio are probably on the same page on this because I do want to just find like the highest level enemies and just go and just run around and kill stuff for like 30 minutes. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I know I respected you for a reason.
Your bias is what you are. Next donation and Rio will change his avatar to Dank Shark. Confirmed.
Nah, that's a banana without ears. Like, I can't do that.
Yo, are we going into the frames today? Or are you guys shaking? Are you sweating?
What do you mean going into the frames today?
Going into the frames. Are we digging into
I ain't touching. You can delete whatever the hell you want, but Rob's frames are off limits.
How about weapons?
Nah, Rob
has
frames.
been at it. Rob has been at it, and he's also got a stream at 3 a.m. his time, his upcoming morning. So that's a hard no.
Okay, we can keep your
feel
frames
free.
off, but what about your weapon?
That's off limits too. Everything's
Nah,
off
it's
limits.
not off limits.
Y'all can have weird shit like a tree. Y'all can have like I can bring my cat on stream.
My cat.
I can swig the rest of this bottle of vodka on stream, but you ain't doing jack shit.
Trees,
Today,
cats, everything
I
but
will cook
Warframes.
food for you. I will find food in my apartment. I'll eat it for you. How about that?
I'll find food.
I got scavenged in the corners of his apartment.
Scavenging in your
I will-
like your apartment for food.
I will down this coleslaw left over from last night.
That looks disgusting, Rob.
That looks
Yeah,
pretty
that does
bad.
look gross.
I want to see you eat that now.
I have
Alright,
a strong stomach.
so-
I have a strong stomach. I did wasabi yesterday for my stream.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Listen, I put a lot of things in my stomach, so stomach is.
Mogamu, I'm with you. I'm with you. See, Mugamu's faces are my. That's how I can.
So
Okay,
bad.
so
What I'm doing.
Next
So-
thing.
moving along.
Moving along.
How about the focus? Are you guys okay? Who here is excited?
I'm not caught up. Legit, I'm gonna tell you the information is streaming in so slowly on how passives and residuals and all that stuff works that I'm a little bit behind. So I mean, if someone wants to catch us up on like how Focus 2.0 works, like you'd be catching me up too, because I get the general idea that the abilities are gonna be the main focus, right? See what I did?
I just see a donation. Thank you, Mogul, for that donation that says, "Might as well." That's like the most passive donation message.
Did it really
Sure,
just
why
pop
not?
out? Did I miss it?
I'm looking at it directly from the site because I'm
Oh,
on top of my shit.
okay.
Hey,
You're
Mogamu,
on top of it.
Go
Yes.
into your Discord and up my volume on you, like in this group by like 20%, according to the stream.
Or up his volume
Mix
by
is low.
100% and see what happens.
All right.
Dude, what?
Let me do that. And let's see. Why is Rio the only one that's still up there? All right, yeah, you're up about 20%. Good stuff.
Cool.
Good stuff. All right.
Now maybe they can hear me because they were saying.
Oh no! See, Jake ZGR actually has the right mind frame for this. I'm not sure if you caught it in chat, but Rob, actually, what Rio was supposed to do is what you do first in PoE: sell Ash Prime and all the parts in the relics
Again, for a third time.
Again, that's exactly. Don't worry, they're back.
I didn't know we were accepting racist comments to just go through like that.
Why'd you have to make it
Where's the
racial
mods?
and make me delete Ash?
Where's the mods at for this chat? Like, I didn't even expect stuff like that to get through. That's crazy.
Should also make him delete all of his Prime mods.
Stop,
That would be
You're
amazing.
talking too much.
You're talking too
Okay,
much.
take down Rob's volume by 40%. Okay.
Damn it!
Bye,
Damn it!
Rob.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Bye, Rob. Nice
They're
knowing
just
you.
mad. Now they can't do ASMR to you guys. That makes me sad.
I can't take Nick's any higher. The only thing I could do is jack the stream up and turn everybody else down. How about that?
I heard it was Jack. What?
All
What's
right,
going on?
I'm jacking the stream up and I'm.
All right, so here's the thing. Let me try to come alive.
Come alive.
You try to come alive. Okay,
Wake up!
so
I
here's the
told you they were sleepy. They were lying
Yeah,
about
man.
that.
We've been up like crazy. So here's the thing. When it comes to PoE, like Mogamu said, I'm going to find out like survival. I'm going for the first like survival mission. I'm going way out there to try to find it. But at the end, I want to see if they even put in any like secrets. It's a giant world. There's no way there could not be
They've
secrets.
gotta be.
Yeah, that they haven't told us that we can actually come upon. And one thing I feel like that's going to be connected is the loot caves, the caves that they have. I feel like
Please
there's
don't say
different things
Oh
in there.
yeah.
Yeah, to how you find it. You might find something in this cave and it might give you a hint for the next cave that you find for things for you to unlock. And then you might have to go back to special vendors that might be giving out different things like that for you to find these certain types of like, let's say like symbols or certain things like that might unlock something for you. And I want to know, it's like, you know, like in most MMOs and stuff like that, once you bring it back to the vendor, you find all this and you unlock it. You know, is there like a little mini type cutscene? Not no serious graphical cutscene, but to show that you really found something or you unlock something in the world. That's the type of things I'm going to be looking for also.
Yeah. Do you want courier levels of unlock, or you just want something a little more straightforward? Because a lot of people, like, I love courier. Like even though it was a pain to get, I kind of like that, because once I got it done, like, I'll forever have that done. So, but some people were like, I don't know, man, courier's too hard. I don't feel like hunting these things down. It's just too much.
What are you talking about? Oh, the couriers.
I'm doing my complaining Tenno voice. Oh, it's just
Like complaining Tenno voice.
You gotta bring in your shoulders just a little bit, and you gotta grow a little.
Wait a minute. I don't feel like
It's
it's
not
like
joke.
13 through 3 is not there anymore. Mogamu, can you re-upload the video? Okay, so that's my question. Do you want courier levels, which people think was massive, or are you trying to tone it down? Because I like how courier was.
I like how it was also, but I feel like with just such a big world, there's no reason not to have two different types. You know what I mean? There should also be different levels of vendors. Let's say you find this, like, you kind of know, like, I don't know if you guys find fantasy, but like whenever you're doing for treasures and you're going out and you're hunting or whatever the case is, it's like you unlock this thing. There's different levels of bounty to how important it is and how much you got to put into that time. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's no reason not to have both, because if you have both on there and you get past this level and then you have those people, because remember, there's multiple different type of people in Warframe. You got those people that you have the people that want to collect everything in Warframe, and so they're going to put a lot of time into it to find out these puzzles, to search for this and search for that, and actually find out like maybe like riddles to how to come back to the shop with different people that you talk to, because that's in like every MMO, you know? So it's like they put that there and they have different hints for different missions that you didn't even know were there, and you have to go back, kind of like Breath of the Wild, and you have different concepts to like, oh, you know what, I remember this when talking to this guy and I gotta go there. But it's gonna be a lot of people that's like, I don't know how to find this and I don't know how to find that, and it's gonna separate those players, you know?
You know what's really funny? Everything you're mentioning, I know appeals to a certain group of people, but my ass would be like, all right, so I'm gonna go to the wiki now.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm like, listen, I just gotta kill some shit. The first thing that I'm gonna look at, like, legitimately, is I'm gonna look at crafting components, and then I'm gonna look at what I gotta kill to get the crafting stuff. Because that's the biggest part, right? It's like, for me, I'm about what will help me murder more things. Because I have emotional issues and anger and resentment towards certain things that I need to work out on some Grenier and Eidolon.
It almost sounds personal.
Why are you angry at the Eidolon?
Sound a little IRL.
But,
Listen, however you want to get your stresses out, that or the hub, if you know what I mean.
The thing is too though, it's like, I don't think, now we all know Warframe is about killing, right? It's all about killing, jumping about, fast-paced action, keeping you indulged in that type of. But with how Steve perceives the world and how much they put into it, I feel like it's a lot more to add to different types of players. That also, if you want to go do the killing and you want to go do all that, there should be side objectives, side quests, and everything else that they're talking about, because it would immerse the world like on a way different level. Because Warframe is not like all set type of players. You have those players, I just want to have fun, and finding these puzzles are fun. You know what I mean? Not everybody's a try-hard, which I would love for them to be. But I'm just saying, it's just like, it's all different on different levels. And I feel like it's so much more to the world. And the thing is, if it's not there right away, those are just like patches or things that they can easily put out because there's vendors. Easy to add into the world.
Having the bases there, that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like
the
once everything is in place, like it's a goal for more stuff, man. That's what I'm excited about.
Well, I think that this is one of those things for them, and it's so interesting that something as simple as creating a landscape, because I mean, if you think about it, what they have to do whenever they create like let's say like when they did Uranus or Europa or anything like that, they have to create these mini landscapes, right?
Yeah.
So now instead of creating like 4 different tiles and just like, you know, maybe like 8 different tiles, let's pretend it's like 8 or 9 different tiles, right? Instead of creating 8 or 9 different separate tiles that can attach to each other individually, all they're really having to do, well, not all they're really having to do, but one of the things that they get to do now is, instead of creating a new tile like that, they get to create a tile that's just all automatically linked. So it's kind of like, from that perspective, they get this really cool, design aspect where they're no longer just creating little blocks, where they can create small things that lead up to massive things that dip back down into small things that dip into secrets that dip into big landscapes. And it's one of the interesting things because it's just a different turn in the development. It's not necessarily, how do I put this? It's not necessarily all that different when it comes to the actual creation of the landscape. What it is just now, instead of creating small, like 9 small blocks, they're creating 1 big block. And I was like, that can really change a lot.
I would love to know what's easier to make. Like, once the technology's in place, we should ask that. Yeah, we should ask. Which one's easier?
I think the most difficult thing to do is to actually do like the voice work, the lines, and the placements of the AI. I think that's the hardest thing that they're gonna have to do.
That's the hardest thing for Skyrim as well. So I think that's the hard thing here, because the voices that's fitting into place for all the things that you're going to be doing and interacting with you coming back at different times. I feel like all of that is the most difficult thing. Like, the world is supposed to be the easiest part. The world is supposed to be the easiest part, because once you have the world there, it's easy. It's just the placement of the characters for them not to bug out and do everything else.
Yeah, the AIs, and I think that now that they've got like the AI for, because that's one of the things that we don't talk about a lot about, right? We talk about the actual landscape and the new frame and the focus system, but now they have AI for dropships, and they've been able to program in AI for liberation.
Ooh.
Ian Blenner says, how much to get you guys to delete your messes? Just kidding.
Our mesas?
Messes.
Rio can delete 2 for me. So he can delete his, and he can delete another one after that.
I'll delete my mace and you delete them glasses.
Whoa.
I'll
Nah, forget the glasses. I take it back. I take it back.
Hey, you set the price.
Nah,
you set the price.
Nah,
Mace is on my Plains of Eidolon good Warframe list. I don't know about that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
know about that one.
Frames who are just gonna body planes. Mace is about the body planes. I'm not gonna lie. Nerf, I'm not gonna lie. She's about the body planes. Like, I don't feel like none of the frames that I, quote unquote, this word trick certain people in Warframe, their anxiety go up when they hear main. None of the frames that I literally main I don't feel like none of them is like top tier.
People
like,
ask that all
frames.
the time. I'm always curious about that. Like
The
what's
word
your
main?
favorite? Yeah.
They don't like the word main in Warframe because let me tell you what's happening. You have the people that like to say, "Oh, I main this frame," and then you have the people that like when they hear the word, "Oh my god, dude, you cannot main a frame in
What's that
Warframe.
voice?
All frames
What's that
are just
voice?
completely
First of all.
subjective.
First
you
of
know,
all.
you can't do it. You just can't do it, bro. Each frame is designed for a certain mission type. So if you're maining a frame, you're holding the team back. You know, so that's just how some people look at it, and I'd be like, nah. You know, when somebody give you that long response, you just respond with, nah.
Nah.
meh.
No, meh.
Okay.
Nah.
Man.
They give you that
So-
6-page letter breakdown. Nah. That would make me mad. That's like somebody.
You know what I
responding to your
love doing is when
I-
people like leave those 6-page memos like on my YouTube channel, and you can tell within the first 3 sentences it's gonna be absolute shit. I just responded, didn't read, deleting in 5, and it gets so pissed, and I'm like, really, all of the effort that you put in was for not. You leave this in the forums or something because you're not getting any headway here. I'm like, I have too many things to do in my life than to read your
Right.
stupid message. But yeah, no, I think that there are certain frames that can do well in multiple
Oh, yeah.
places, and those frames are the ones that I like to use a lot because I'm too lazy to swap.
I feel like one frame that I'm gonna have to learn just because I think it's gonna be really good for the Eidolon. How they were explaining, you're gonna have to chase the Eidolon around the plains.
Which
You know,
frame?
you're gonna hit them up, and you're gonna have to like hunt them down throughout the plains. I feel like Nova is gonna be like the perfect frame for that. You think her little her teleport is gonna carry your team because you're gonna have to chase that Eidolon. You just don't want to run on foot. Like, I mean, she's gonna be popping portals. I feel like Nova is gonna be
Quick thing.
huge.
Would Ash be godly for playing? I know I'm always throwing him out.
All right, Rio, you're done.
No,
No.
no.
We'll delete them.
Like, quick thing. Here's the thing. Remember, Ash can teleport to anything with a health bar.
Yeah, so
Isn't that 50 meters though?
Yeah, there's the.
Nah, it's not 50 meters. Come on now, man.
What is
that
it?
thing is crazy. Over
I
117
have
meters.
It's
the
117. Is it really?
You with range mods. Look, here's the thing.
I didn't know
Wait.
that. That's pretty OP.
It's pretty OP, bro. So I'm teleporting all. Look here. With that being said, doesn't the Eidolons have a health bar? Is that something that you may not be able to do damage to it because it might be invincible, but wouldn't you always be able to keep up with it?
Yeah, but
If
it's
you
not
can
like you would
teleport
be
to
able
it.
to shoot at it from 100 meters away, and you probably wouldn't want to be right on top of it.
I mean, but if
Like,
you,
I could just
but if
picture
you're
you
invisible,
specifically teleporting to it and just him doing a big old tree swipe. And
You'll-
I'm like, yes, Eidolon,
You
yes,
get hit with a
But
tree.
look, here's the
out,
thing.
Eidolon.
With him doing that, you're invisible and you just teleport there. He shouldn't be able to do anything. You just get in close meters in proximity.
You get in close meters to him, but if he's swinging his ass around,
But what if he's just walking and you didn't pull any aggro?
that's fine. But
Yeah.
cool, you used that what twice? You got away with using it like twice?
Get away with using what twice?
Teleport twice.
I'm just saying, there's a way to get
You
around.
are really
Why are we trying to
make-
shoehorn
listen,
Ash into everything?
Look, okay, quick thing. Here's the next
Fetch is
thing.
not a
Here's-
thing. You are
here's
not
the other
trying to
thing.
make fetch
Okay,
happen.
no, look,
okay?
look. Remember, Ash was released with. Right? I know
Remember,
this.
I don't give a shit.
None of this is
How about
adding
that?
to anything, but I'm gonna pull it out right now and hit you guys with speculations. Here's what's happening, right?
Speculation.
What's happening?
Remember, Ash was released with the Vectis, right?
Yes, Ash Prime. Yeah.
When you're on planes, you see how far you can see people. If Ash can get up to 117 meters, you just see that person and you see how far you are, and just teleport there and kill him without shooting. That would be a good way to get around.
Okay.
Like when you see all those camps, right?
I mean,
swear to God, G,
okay,
you
so
better put
you're
that
talking
in the
about
game.
traveling to the enemy.
Just traveling to the enemy.
Yeah. I think
I don't
that's,
care.
That's...
I could switch teleport. It's not an issue.
Wow, Rob, I feel good because I didn't care.
See, that's exactly how I feel about your Ash. I'm like, teleport. Okay, cool, fantastic.
What if you could
But know
switch
what?
teleport the whole damn
here's the thing.
Eidolon?
Oh my god, that is godly. Get out of here.
I shouldn't have
Rio.
said anything. I should have
I'm
waited till
please,
it released.
Please,
needs a
D,
nerve.
let me switch
That needs
teleport
a
and
nerve.
Eidolon right on top of Rio's dumb ass. Can I please? Can I please? I'm just gonna be standing there. Rio's like, I'm gonna go teleport to him. I'm like, nah.
Bro, I swear to God,
Right on top
Loki's
of Rio.
chakra better not be that strong to
Whoa.
teleport that.
EventBot, what are you doing? EventBot said 5K total donation for segment. They all delete a Mesa.
No.
Yes.
I
Rob,
tell you, what do you need for the Mesa blueprint?
What do you mean 5K total donation? Like if we get 5,000,
How much did we get last time?
I'm not gonna lie, I just really thought Mogamu to delete that.
I need to delete what?
What?
Why you put it on me?
He wants him to delete
Oh,
that.
no.
I really want you to get rid of that frame, bro.
What do I have to do to
No,
get it back?
he's racist. He's being racist.
He just don't like
Measure
his job.
racist against little
Come
Asian
on,
boys.
Chill.
He's trying to
Little
have
Asian
these
boys.
That's what it is. Little Asian boys.
I'm
He's trying to get rid of
I'm
you
them.
not
trying
talk
to
about
That's
me
why
on
you
stream
hate him
like
so
that?
much.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me point this out to you.
He's a little fancy boy.
Let me
You know, like
open
little
my
fancy
book.
boys. Get out
Let
of
me
here.
open my roast book, right?
My roast book.
Okay, roast book open. Let's see.
Let me tell you what it is. Mugamu's been holding on. I've been seeing him escape these streams.
Have you
without
deleted your
getting away
ass
with-
yet? Before we even start.
It's not about me.
Yeah, it is about you. You're on this stream, aren't
Well, the
Calling
thing-
B
well, I
staff
already
member.
did it. I already
you? You know
did
what
it.
I'll do? I'll delete this chicken. That's what I'll do.
Look,
So racist.
The thing is with this one is that Mugamu hasn't done anything unless it was the Tigris Prime. That was it.
Dude, that was life though.
He deleted Tigris and Loki.
Yeah.
Man, Loki ain't nobody. Get rid of Neja.
Oh,
He's
come
always speed running missions with Neja. Get rid of Neja.
That's right, easy mode, man. I ain't got time to be walking through mission killing stuff. That's what y'all do.
Do not promote racism, y'all.
Incoming
Look,
transmission.
here's the thing.
Buddy,
Here's the
right.
thing.
Whoa!
What do you get-
We got a new donation, but it flew off my screen. Can someone see it?
You want to see the cat?
I need to fix that.
Y'all want to see my cat? I'll be right back.
Who just donated? Can you guys check for me?
That would be Marshall of the Central Altar. Oh, baby, I know you too.
Defton, you better do it. I already did it, Defton. You get out of here.
Probably.
I'm gonna delete your operator. Look,
I'm
here's the
gonna
thing.
delete your operator.
Delete your operator. Start the stream again.
I missed the who was the name that donated?
Rob,
who
no,
was the
it-
amount?
Rob always
All right,
does the thing.
Rob's gonna shout you out when he gets back. It was off
All right,
my
here's
screen
the-
for some reason.
Here's the thing with
Rob, what?
with this. What do you think is a new mission type that they didn't show that might? Do you think
I
there's
was
a new mission
just-
type?
I was just about to ask, what do you think is gonna be in planes that DE actually didn't show us?
Yeah,
Dude, I was curious about that
What's
too.
gonna be in planes? I can answer that.
yeah. What do you got?
He's
Sentient,
looking at
sentient
my
arm.
chicken. He's
Sentient arm.
looking at my
Sentient
fried
arm.
chicken.
Oh my god,
Oh,
your
you
cat's
know?
fat.
Your cat's fat.
Dude,
You
that's
got a fat cat.
A white
Listen,
Garfield.
don't
Rio,
make fun of him.
chill. Rio, you got no
like
chill.
seriously, that's a big, huge freaking cat.
Look
Like he,
at him.
you need to let
You
him
see
walk.
how racist Rio is? He
I-
wants to kill his
I
cat.
feel like the cat's been trying to escape. and you-
That cat is just like,
So you
put
can
me
get away.
down. What do you want?
Look at the camera, bro.
I'm pointing him at the camera. Look, see, look,
that.
he's
Thanks
the
for the
slow
donation,
blink.
by the way. Rob,
He
who
did the
donated?
slow blink.
Rob,
Who
who
donated?
donated? Who donated?
That would be Marshall of the Central Altar.
Nice.
We got you, baby. I see
Thank
you.
you. Thanks for the donation. Good
But
job.
like,
That's a fat cat, right, Rio?
I'm just saying. No, I didn't even mean you speaking. I'm legit speaking. Like,
That cat is just
you know,
so
I'm done
confused.
with all of you. Look, here's the thing.
That poor child.
An arm, which is something that they overlook, but this would be the perfect time for them to actually bring it in. I didn't even think about that.
It
And
makes sense.
Zoran,
Let's
yeah,
go.
the
Makes
cat
perfect
is
sense.
cross-eyed a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Zoran. He's a little cross-eyed.
It does make
He's a
sense. The
lot
sentient arm.
cross-eyed.
Do you think the sentient arm will be in game?
To the cat.
Do I think it'll be end game?
Yeah.
No. Well, okay. Lulu. So I think what the sentient arm is gonna be is purposeful, right? Because it's hard for them to be like, oh, here's something that does, 10,000 damage per second. Like, I don't think they're gonna design it like that. It'll be something like, hey, you know that thing that's way over there that you're having trouble shooting? Sentient arm, blow it up right now. Like, I bet it's gonna be something like that.
So here's the thing.
Oh.
Since we're in this open world, I hate to bring. Do you think it's the grenade launcher or a launcher like Destiny?
What? Grenade launcher?
You know how
this?
Destiny has like the Gallahorn and.
Oh, you guys, I just
Oh.
thought of something.
You see what I'm saying? Do you think it'll be like that for
Wait.
Warframe?
Ooh.
It's gonna be
I have to-
projectile.
I
Yeah.
have to give you guys a heads up.
What's
wait,
up?
wait,
What?
hold up 1 second.
What's
Okay, here's the thing that I don't think we really jumped into. So on the stream, okay, so when Rebecca was talking about the operator weapons, right?
up? Mm-hmm.
Because Rebecca's she drops so many hints. She makes things so she's like, what is this over here? It looks sentient. What if those are like highly upgraded freaking weapons for our operator? like specifically made, like the most upgraded weapons that we could get for.
You're
our
talking about
upgrade.
the little thing that's on the
sentient
Tenno's
arm.
arm, the sentient arm.
Yeah, because she specifically said
It's on the
hey,
Warframe's arm.
Huh? Yeah, but what if? Listen, they're probably going to end up using like a similar skeleton, right? Because they probably didn't have operators wielding things before, so they had to toss it on something else. I'm just saying it's potential. She said, look at what are these sentient looking things over here, and she was pointing at the little channeling glove things.
I missed it. So,
Is there a new level of launcher you think could be in the game?
is there a new
Level of launcher, like a launcher like the Toncore or the Tsar or something?
No, those are the regular launchers, like a heavy,
Oh, you're talking about like a
like a real launcher.
like a real launcher. Yeah.
So the sentient shoots big flaming projectiles. Remember, like old school. You remember Halo? Those big those scarabs. I think I can't. No, not scarabs.
Oh yeah.
The enemies that like made out of worms, and then they had that gun that would like shoot the projectile. I bet it's gonna be something like that because that's what sentient shoot.
Oh, I can
Makes
see
sense, like sentient weaponry. Like, do we have any sentient weapons that's not melee? Do you have any ranged sentient weapons already in the game?
Do we even? Oh yeah, other than the war, no, we don't. We have nothing.
No.
It's just
I had to
war.
think about the war too.
Yeah, it's just melee.
God, why isn't the war stronger then? God dang.
Because the
No, we
stalker
don't.
used it. The stalker is lame.
The stalker is like, oh my god, could he get a buff?
Can he get deleted? Can we delete the
Can
stalker?
he not
is
impact
lame.
properly?
Delete the stalker.
The stalker, when they showed him with the sentient armor and whatever, I was like, oh my god, he's a boss now. Then I fought him, I'm like, he's still a weak individual.
You were about to say the N-word, weren't you?
I said weak individual.
You should have gotten that out in the warm up.
Hey, look,
Weak
look,
individual.
Here's the thing.
I can feel it right there. It's about to creep out.
Look, here's the thing. Don't you think that the stalker should be a little bit tougher? I mean, for all the
How
10-year-olds out there
specifically?
dying,
Are you saying do more
think it-
damage or
I think he should
mechanically?
scale by. I think a good thing to put on the stalker is level of difficulty based on MR.
Have you ever got slash proc by the stalker, Rio?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, it's like 6 slash procs in a row. It's something ridiculous.
Yes, it's pretty broke.
So yeah, it is. So again, that's what I'm saying. Would you want to do damage, or would you? I feel like you should go another route than damage. If you want to make it more difficult.
No, he should be tougher to fight, as in not just damages. The fight's a little bit longer because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the stalker locks off everything and cuts off the entire mission while you fight him. So
Ooh.
it's just basically a
You
one-on-one.
know what'd be cool?
Takes you to a realm.
No. Leave the stalker the way he is, but when the stalker comes in, you know how the lights flicker? Leave him low.
Keep it
That's
dark.
what you have. That's what you have.
So you can't
No,
see
I
him?
mean, that'll be hard if you can't see where he's coming from.
Hey, Necros.
That changes the whole environment because you can't see the environment as well. You can't react to where he's gonna come from. You can't necessarily see, oh, is this an empty hole? Am I gonna be able to walk into that tunnel?
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
it's I don't mean like just a little bit, like change the whole filter of the screen so that it's really, really difficult for people to see what's going on, because that whole flicker has been his, something that's super, super iconic.
Yeah.
Why not turn that into like another level of what makes him difficult? Because it's no longer difficulty solely based on, oh, how much damage can you do to him? It's like, can you even see him?
What's the most
Dude.
difficult thing in Warframe? To fight.
Nothing.
Oh, to the fight.
To fight.
Nothing.
To fight.
The worst things to fight ever is goddamn Lech Krill and his invulnerability phases where you just sit there for 20
Is that
minutes.
difficult or
Oh,
tedious?
That's not difficult. That's
It's
tedious.
difficult for me to
it's
want to
just
do
so
it.
annoying. That's more annoying.
There's nothing difficult in this game.
I just sat there and I'm like, I don't want to do the mission.
I don't
That's how
understand people
difficult
when
it
they say they
is. The
struggling.
mission is so difficult that I won't join it because I'm like, I can't bring my body.
Yeah,
to
I don't
it.
see. You want to know what's? It's not really considered difficult. It's just broken, but it's my level of difficult. Nightmare mission, high level nightmare missions. When they take your shields away, lower your health, whatever.
Mhm.
Nightmare
Oh,
mission.
offer you a challenge kind of deal. Yeah.
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 Those are the things. But you see, the community won't go towards that though.
Mhm.
They like, nah, son, forget that
The
corrupted bots.
the reality of it is there's not necessarily a massive segment of people that want to do challenges.
I don't. You want to know what? Let's put this on the table. because we all got different perspectives, right?
Okay.
I'm one of you. We are all gamers. All gamers are different.
Yeah.
And it just throws me off because I'm one of those hardcore gamers to where like a challenge is what makes me have fun in the game.
Right.
True. Okay.
I played Dark Souls like crazy, all of that, but like a challenge in the game makes me enjoy the game way more.
Have you played Cuphead?
I've never played Cuphead.
Okay, just a second.
Nah, but like the thing is, me being challenged in the game just makes me have so much more fun than me like jumping around with my like. I don't even like playing with my friends. Like me and my friends, like most of the time we'll do solos and find out who can beat it, who can beat it a lot faster, just to get the challenge in. Because when we team up, it's a little bit OP because we already have everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and I know there's different type of players. So what type of player are you to make you have fun in the game? Since I need a challenge to have fun.
Who wants to go? I'll go.
I gotta think about that one.
One thing I really want Warframe to do, this is just personal preference. It might get a lot of hate, it might not. But you know how they have their raids, but their raids are different than you would say from, you know, an MMO such as like Final Fantasy or Destiny or World of Warcraft, you know, any sort of MMO, you know, their raids is you go in, you fight these different bosses with different, you know, attack patterns that are challenging. You have to run certain, you know, classes to make sure you have your healers, your DPSs, all that. I kind of want Warframe to come out with at least one raid like that. Because their raids to me are more of like, you know, puzzles and, you know, maybe fighting a boss at the end kind of deal. But it's more of just, you know, problem solving to me than anything. I would love to see them come out like in PoE, come out with like a raid possibly where it's just, you know, 4 or 5 different bosses, different attack patterns. You know, you need a group of like, you know, 10 Warframes. You know, maybe you'll need like, you know, 2 tanks, so like 2 rhinos. You know, you need your CC champs, you need your healers, and you got to work as a team to actually get through those. I think that would be interesting. But that's just me personally. Yeah. I kind of want like a better. I don't want to say a better raid, but like a more. Yeah, a better raid or a more MMO kind of style raid. Does that make sense?
Before the next person answers that, I just want to say this: the number one feature I'm looking for in War is to kick one person out the group instead of the whole group.
Wait, what?
he wants like lobby kick.
Yeah, I want to be able to kick one person. Rob, I see you went through it.
What do you want to kick people for? What's the problem?
Meme Sage jumped in your team because it's like when you're trying to put a team together and one person jump in and then you're like, hey, Meme, leave. Meme didn't want
you want to kick Meme? That's your motivation?
I think that's like, well, that's one of the things that people could end up abusing, right? So that's kind of something that they've been, you know, that they've been a little bit weary of doing because that can be abused in a lot of different ways.
It can't be abused in public. If you're just setting up a group yourself, you can use it.
You're saying a private group.
I don't think it lets people. I don't think that it lets people join if you're on invite only. So if you set it to invite only, then you can pull people in.
Yeah.
But if you're on public, they can just join. And I think it's a little bit different for us because we have extensive like friends lists, right? A lot of people on that list trying to jump in, doing all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. And you know, I think that's, I mean, it's a feature that I think, you know, is debatable whether it's worth putting in or not. But I don't know. Me personally, I'm like, it would be nice. It would be nice sometimes because I've had to say it in chat. I'm like, you did not queue up properly. Get out. But that's
what's the one thing that annoys? I feel like
Wait, I didn't even get to say what kind of.
Okay. I'm sorry, Rob. I'm sorry.
Rob, go back to cry.
Rob, I apologize.
Good. No. No, I think the type of gamer that I am is very much, I get bored. I'm the kind of person that consistently needs to be doing new things and playing around with new things, but also I like mechanics. So it's kind of like when it comes to like doing long runs, right? Doing solo extended runs. I like to just know that I can do it. And then after I've done it once, I'm like, what's next? I'm like, I did it once. That's all I need. That's all I need to know. That's my achievement is like finish next thing. And so it's like, you know,
I feel like that about raids. Once you've done them once, you don't need to do them again.
Well, it came to the point for me when we got our raids down so tight where it was like we in the raids that we ran eventually became 4 or 5 man raids. We did not need to talk during our raids. Like when the only time we ever had talk during raids, and I'm gonna sound like such an asshole here, is the only time we had to talk during those was when, what is it called? was when we were introducing someone new to it, and it irritated the hell out of me. I was like, this isn't that hard. This is not hard. The only time we ever talked during our raids is when people called what spot they were in for LOR. You know, like okay, I'm button 1, button 2, button 4, right? That's it. The rest of the chatting that we did was all pure comedy, and we would always knock it out. And keep this in mind, we weren't speed running. We were just casually doing it within 19 to 22 minutes. Past 24 minutes, I was irritated because I was like, we got to get this down to clockwork. And once we got there, I was like, done, achievement, finished. Don't really need to stress about this again. And that's the exact same thing that I felt about JV. When it came to the point where I was able to handle the balls like well, you know what I mean? Like just kind of like okay, I got the system, I got the all of that. I was like, all right, I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. Once I feel like I understand the mechanic, or once I feel like I understand how to do it, I like to move on to the next thing and discover what's cool over here. So that's kind of like the player that I am. I like to understand the mechanic, and then after that, I'm like, what's next? How about you, Mogamu? Because you never answered.
What type of player I am?
Yeah. Are you like, do you feel like I just want to one and done, get in, get out, boom, I got the thing, that's all I need?
You want to know legit, just coming at it super legit honest. I get bored easy. You know this.
Yeah.
I'm the type of player who gets bored easy. So everything is going to be based around that. If I feel stimulated, giggity, then I'll keep going, right?
Giggity.
Yeah.
It's just purely like personal preference. If something is keeping my attention, then I'll keep going. That could be literally anything. It could be endurance. It could be end game. It could be just screwing around, killing stuff. Like it could be finding something funny. Sometimes I'll find something memey or funny to keep my attention. And then legit, once my attention is gone, it's like that's it. I log out and it's done. But that's every game. That's not Warframe. So it's not anything that's specific to Warframe. It's just like I need my attention held. The funny thing is I'm really a PvP person. Let's be honest. But I never got into Conclave. So whenever I play Warframe, I'm just playing purely PvE. I don't know. Hey, what are you typing? Who's typing stuff? I hear you guys typing and it's worrying me.
Angry though.
Bringing up Conclave, that's an interesting topic.
Lunaro makes me angry. I love it though.
Lunaro makes you angry? Lunaro doesn't make me angry. It's super chill. Are you just an angry
when
person?
I'm not winning.
I think you might
be
play
more than one game of Lunaro.
When I'm not winning, I get really mad.
Angry.
I can't play more than one game.
Why not?
Because you're not good at it.
You're bad.
No, I'm pretty savage.
That's the problem. You might be bad at it.
You're not good at it.
I'm pretty savage. You know,
we should have a Lunaro match.
Yeah, we need to do that. Because I'll be end game.
Rembrandt Rio's in-game name is Loki for Life XXL.
Yeah. Oh, we should have him change it. For the 5 you don't know, he will
donation
change his
name
to Loki for Life.
Don't talk to me.
Change it back.
Don't talk to me.
Dude, you
Don't
gotta
talk to me.
Do it. Hey,
Look,
you're so
don't talk
quick
to
to
me.
put my Loki on the line. I'm just saying.
Listen, here's the thing. You guys know how I get bored in Warframe. But it's weird for me because I don't get bored doing extended missions, right?
Why?
It's only bored at the start because my mind is like, okay, which enemy am I gonna see at what level? And then when I'm shooting the Tsar, how many Tsar shots is it gonna take to kill him? How many melee swings is it gonna take to kill him? That's super high level, right? We all know, like, if I'm doing anything, I don't do captures, I don't do mobile defenses. They're too short, they're too boring.
Yeah.
The thing is,
you don't do quick.
I don't do anything. Like, if it's speed runs, I think speed runs are like the lamest thing ever. I don't get down with any of that.
Not that we're saying that speed runs are bad.
Oh yeah, people do speed runs. But look, the thing is, I don't mess with any of that because everybody knows all I mess with is extended runs. You know, so it's like my mindset is like I want to see the numbers and I want to see how it works. When I get to certain levels, I'm like, okay, when do I scaling? When do I stop scaling? Like that's the thing I mess with because as far as Warframe, when you have everything in the game, you got to find something else to do. And so that's my whole avenue of everything that I find something else to do. And everybody, and I'm telling you this, everybody has an end game, right? It's just different. My end game is finding the numbers to what's actually going to happen. Your end game could be, oh, I'm going to collect all the mods in the game.
Yeah.
Your end game is I'm going to get, oh my god, all of these freaking like relics.
Right now, mine is the Capturas. I want to get all the
Totally.
Capturas.
Exactly. So everybody has an end game, and that's the whole thing about it. So it's like you can't get mad at one person for doing something.
Just like cut out right there.
Yeah, you lost you. Johnny Bravo, where are you? Okay, welcome back.
But yeah, that's what it is.
He went
That's
to
just, like, the whole
Snapchat.
thing.
I agree. That's like the hardest question to answer. Like on, like I don't know if you guys get all the time. Like when you guys stream, or like if like a new person comes in and they're like, "So what's endgame?" That's like the hardest question for me to answer because, like you just pointed out, like endgame's different for everybody. You kind of have to like explain that, but it's sometimes hard to explain that to somebody that's new. They're like, "Wait, so there's technically no set one endgame. It's just whatever you want kind of deal." But it's true. It's like you just said, like endgame is different for everyone.
And that's something that like DE's even stated was that they wanted to have different routes that you guys could like go under, right? They didn't necessarily want you guys to be trapped in one thing because of the fact that that Warframe is such, they don't want Warframe to be in any specific box. They don't want Warframe to be in any specific box. So part of it is almost along the lines of, okay, well, endgame shouldn't be in any one specific box either. So, and no, Rio's gonna get pissed when I say this.
When we talk about end game, what are we even talking about though?
I'm talking about my end game. I ain't
He's
talking
about his end game.
Yeah,
No, but the issue with it is kind of like, I'm gonna get heat for this too. I'm gonna roll my eyes about it and I'm gonna say whatever. But the fact is, what ends up happening is, if you notice, DE doesn't necessarily do any additional rewards for extended runs unless they're fissures.
Except John Prodman.
Yeah, and John Prodman and fissures. That's the only two things that you get bonuses for staying longer. So, and this is what I think is great about that. I can already sense, I can feel it, is the fact that it's telling people that we're not incentivizing you to push yourself for too long. You just play as much as you want and know that if you want a challenge, you can decide to go for as long as you like. But you're not going to be penalized for not being able to go as far as other people.
Rio's groaning.
And I think,
Rio's groaning.
I know, but that's the thing about it though, is if you want to give yourself a challenge, if you want to say, I fight level 300 and 400 level enemies on the regular, here is my, and this is the one thing that I always want to point out when people want to talk about their end game, they never want to talk about what nodes they're on, and they never want to take a screenshot of their leaderboards. All I'm saying is, if you want to talk about your 300, 400 level enemies, you better have a screenshot of your leaderboard to go along with it, okay? Okay.
Listen, I want to see a 15-minute video at the end.
Mod only. Yeah. I don't want to hear it if it's not mod. I feel like
you feel me, Mogamu? That's what
it's got to be mod.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like I made mod popular.
No, it's always been popular. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? It was new.
It was always popular. It's always been popular because it's been the most challenging node.
Here we go.
Get out of here.
Rob, you die at 8 minutes.
Here.
Hey,
do I?
This is real. And I made mod popular.
I made it
play
popular,
Ash.
man. We're gonna do this thing.
I play trash.
No, but
I made
look,
mod
here's the thing. Here's the quick thing. I completely agree with Rob. Like, we troll all the time because we got the type of messing with each other. But like, I legit get where he comes from. I legit understand where he's coming from. The thing is though, is let's say you're doing your end game, right, Rob and Mogamu and Nix? You're doing your end game.
Yep.
And somebody comes and bring a different end game that you don't do and say you're wrong because you don't do it. That's where the disconnect is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say your end game is you just want to collect stuff, right? Now, the other thing that you got to understand is this right here. People are always like, Rio, oh my God, you're spending 7-8 hours in the mission. Right?
Is that wait? Why does everyone have their voice? Like,
I can't do it. I did theater. My thing is, I have to give everybody a voice at times.
It's the YouTube commenter voice. Is that or the Redditor voice, right?
No, it's just everybody gets the voice. It just depends on my mood.
Man.
Oh my God, Rio, hey, boo boo, look at that pink. You know, everybody gets a voice. So here's the thing: they're always like, "Oh, dude, I don't want to spend that long in a mission. I don't play the game that long."
Whoa, we got a donation. Fate.
Where we at?
Fate.
Yeah, just did.
Look
it
at
20?
you caught it, Mogamu.
Was it 20?
Oh, there it is.
You got the donation. You got the donation. What?
Wait. Can we just say?
I'm lagging behind. It just popped up for me.
No, I'm watching it live. I'm a
gotcha.
bad streamer. I admit that. I'm just here.
We're all bad streamers.
I'm struggling. So
No, you know what? Out of all of us, I think Nyx is probably the best streamer.
of course.
I'm not gonna lie, Nyx is probably the best streamer.
Nyx is
Yeah.
probably the best
And guess what?
I need a trophy.
The fact that he's looking around is killing me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you guys so much with this honor.
Out of here.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, I don't know settings. I don't know weird. I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna push the button and
go,
hopefully
go
nothing
live.
explodes.
Oh, you guys are here? Oh, hey.
Hey,
Look at
what's
Rio.
up, you guys?
What do
Wait.
we have planned for today? Oh God, streamers have like schedules and things set up. I don't.
The floor
Let's
is
just
Oh,
go.
scheduled.
Rio has
No
no
way.
schedule set up whatsoever.
Are you gonna put me out there like that?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm gonna put you out there like that because I want you to get a schedule.
I know. I'm
Want you
trying to
to
get
a
one.
schedule.
I'm gonna try to
You
stream
need a
every day
schedule.
at 3 in the morning.
How about 450 every day for 45 power stream?
Get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of here.
Okay, so
No,
back
if you
to the
stream
play.
If you stream at 8 a.m. every morning, I'll stream at 3 p.m.
Okay.
I know
Why?
you hate mornings. I know you hate mornings.
Bruh, chill.
Bruh.
Chill. I'm
That-
not
okay,
getting
let's
up there.
get back to Warframe. So we've been
Oh.
talking a lot about Endgame.
Okay, so
What do we think that are the possibilities of Endgame within Eidolon?
it better be a high 98.9. Because look, here's the thing, man. Like, this is a brand new game. It doesn't matter how people look at it. Planes is a brand new game for Warframe. The reason why it's a brand new game, because all of the people who are on the forums that felt like they made the game for DE and DE just for some reason are on cam while they're behind the scenes making it, who feel like they control all tides of Warframe, don't have nothing to say to this. This is a brand new, for everybody who joined Warframe, it don't matter if you're a vet or not. Coming into Planes, you're starting the same as everybody else. So if you start in Planes, you're a Planes vet. I've been in War. Can't nobody teach you about Planes because everybody's starting it on the same level. You know what I mean? So when you go into Planes on this level, can't that one dude that want to dictate your build and be like, you know what, bro? I don't think you should be building like this. Nobody can tell you anything. This is how you go into the game. And I feel like Warframe, for the things that they couldn't do on the regular tile sets, they can actually push the level for it in this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait,
I am quite
explain it.
excited.
No, let him explain it a little bit more. So tell us a little bit more about it, though.
Well, for them, when I say they can push the level in this one, what's actually happening is that the boundaries for how each game has a boundary for how long the game has been out, because once the player base get accustomed to that game, the player base tend to feel like, oh, I run this game now. And
Right.
if Warframe try to dictate or say anything about this, oh no, I'm gonna post on the forums and let them know what it is, broski. So the thing about it, what's happening, for real, that's how
For
the
real.
player base goes, and that's how Reddit goes.
Yeah.
So with this being a brand new
I just
game,
don't I just don't.
Warframe tend to like have all. Listen, it's gonna sound so weird
Listen, I'm listening.
to say that a game developer don't have control of their. The player base tend to control most of the game when they want it to go in this direction, and then when the developer go a little too, they're like, hold up, bruh. I just bought that Prime Access. You about to change it back, you know? So everything kind of switches for them. So it's like with this game, they can do more riskier things that they couldn't do with the regular tile set. So it really brings a change to it. And I'm like, for them to put in Endgame for the one guy who used to die without Naruman and that being changed,
Dying at
like
level
they
30.
can do that
Gotcha.
now. Yeah, they can do all that now. They can do what they want.
No, I'm glad because they kind of, one of the things that like everybody had in the community was, we know how this game should be. We know how this game, we should dictate to DE what we want from this game. There are literally people on the Reddit as content creators, either any of those, who are literally beating DE over the head with the same old BS over and over them. We want this. When are you going to give us this? When are you going to give us this? And it's the exact same thing over and over and over again. It's absolutely pathetic. It's fucking sad because they're like harassing people. They're harassing DE on this level of like, well, when are you going to give me what I want? Well, when are you
Right.
going to give me what? Mommy. And it's just like
Is that your voice?
It's
Is that your voice?
And it is
Your
No, I
Kamina
got a
voice?
couple other voices there
Okay.
too. I'll let you know. But legitimately, it's incessant and it's
I'll
pathetic
let you
for
know.
people to be beating DE over the head for what they want, and then all of a sudden DE is like, you know, they want these Legos. I want these cookies. And then Mama goes home, didn't buy him no cookies, still pulling on Mama's apron. Where are my cookies? I want those cookies. I want those cookies. And then she turns the hell around and she's like, here's your 3-layered fucking chocolate cake of glory. And they're like, oh, Plains of Eidolon. And then they all shut up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good.
Everyone
Stay
says
shut
you're making this about Univac. True or not?
Univac.
True or not? No,
I'm not talking about anyone specific or anything specific, but I'm saying, like, let DE do what they do, because
Milkman.
Plains of Eidolon is legitimately what DE does when you let DE do what they do. When you don't bother them, when you don't beat them over the head with like petty little trivial things that will not save the game in the long run. I'm sorry, but every game has a shelf life. Every game has a shelf life, and what DE is trying to do is extend that shelf life. They can't extend that shelf life of this game by dealing with petty, oh, but this number is not as high as this number. Oh, but you know what we should have? We should have this tiny feature over here that's really not going to extend the life of the game in any way, shape, or form. It's not going to improve the overall the lifeline of the game. Oh, cool. We get this one small feature right here. This is how big that perspective is. Okay? This is how big that tiny, insignificant, pathetic little perspective is. This is what DE is looking at. They're looking at something way bigger. But they can't look at the big picture if they're constantly mommy, every 5 minutes about something so pathetic and so minuscule. And I'm sorry, but anybody that's jumping aboard that train needs to get kicked the hell off, because let DE do their magic. Because when DE does their magic, we get things like the Eidolons. We get things like a focus rework. We get things like landscapes. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not saying let them go blindly. I'm not saying don't provide your feedback. Provide your feedback, but don't be excessive. I hate you. What are you doing now? I don't even see what's on the screen. I'm not even looking at this. What have you done?
Nothing. Keep talking.
What's happening?
Go.
No.
We're good. No. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Let's go.
I need to open up the page. I hate you. Well, I don't know what this is. I'm mad. I'm already mad. I haven't even gone yet. What did you do? Hold on. What is this? But no. At the end of it. Hold on.
I'm sweating.
You're doing a good job. Please continue.
You know what you're doing.
You're selling it.
Okay.
You're selling it. Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't mind giving feedback, but to beat them over the head to the point of harassment over a feature so minuscule and so small, listen, they already know that it's something that people want. They know. They pay attention. So mom knows you want the cookies. Mom knows you want the cookies, right? She's very aware. And you know what? Maybe she'll get them for you when you don't have a big old cake to eat, right? She just made this big old cake. She's going to give you the cake. And you know what? Next week when you're at the grocery store, maybe you'll get the cookies. Maybe she's not in the mood to make you a cake, so she'll toss some cookies. So it's fine to give feedback. No, well, here's the thing. It's fine to give feedback. It's fine. Well, that's what a lot of
okay. So here's my issue with it. I feel like we're talking about universal vac. Let's stop subtopicing. Universal vac. Here's my thing. I'm not for or against it. Like legit, I'm on the fence because I feel like they're I'm talking about just purely the idea of it. I'm not talking about the actual discussion about it. Just purely the idea of it, I'm on the fence about. Yeah, I see the good, I see the bad. Like, and people get, oh, we lost Nix. People get upset with me because sometimes I'll be on the fence.
Right here.
Oh, welcome back.
Wait, what? I was always here, Valley.
You left us.
Oh, I
I'm
did?
getting worried. Don't ever do that again.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. So.
Oh, you cut that camera out.
Yeah, the camera cut for a second. Here's my thing about Universal VAC, right? I forgot what I was saying because you left me. How could you do that, Nix? All right, here's my thing about
Not
Universal
my
Vac.
dad.
Okay, so here's the thing. Legit, here's the thing. I'm going to be serious now. The thing is, it'll never be enough. You understand what I'm saying? I think the challenge is it'll never be enough. So let's say like everyone says I want 5 meters of universal vac. Tomorrow Reddit will say no, I want 9, and then you'll give 9, and then tomorrow the forums will say no, we want 11 because the aggro range of an enemy is this, and then you do 11, and then someone will say, well, I got this Warframe, it's a melee only Warframe, 11 meters ain't good enough. Now 11 becomes 15. You see what I'm saying? Like,
it's always moving the goalpost.
It's always moving.
Always moving the goalpost.
So,
and that's the issue. But let me clarify this. I don't care if you are pro universal vac or anti universal vac. All right. What I care about is the absolute harassment of DE and their staff over such a small feature when they're working on such a big feature.
I don't know. I feel like DE understands that, you know, DE is probably one of the closest, like, I guess, developers to their community, I would say. I've seen in most games. And I think they understand that that's going to happen, being that close to the community. But I think they also do understand that they can't make everyone happy. So I'm not saying that they're like just ignoring the hate. Like I'm pretty confident they're reading everything, you know? But when it comes to the bigger picture, they focus on that over the little things. So I think they understand that being this close to their community, that they are going to experience those kind of Reddit threads. But at the same time, I feel like it doesn't hurt them as bad as one would think.
I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, I don't give a rat's about universal vacuum. I really don't care.
Okay.
I mean, you can take it how you. I do
Is that
not
indifference?
Listen, if you want universal vacuum, that's cool. Am I gonna support you? Heck no. Do I care about it? Not at all. Will I ever? Never will. The reason why, there's so much bigger things in Warframe than universal.
Thank you. There's
the thing
bugs.
is, you're complaining about, and listen, I don't care who gets, because you guys know I don't care. So the thing is, with universal vacuum, if you're mad about that, imagine how mad I am about it. So I feel like you gotta go down the chain of command.
Oh, we've been talking about universal vacuum for a long time.
I've been talking about it way long.
Can we get
Give
universal
me
vacuum,
my,
boss?
like, don't give me universal vacuum before you give
like,
me
you know what I'm
endgame.
saying? Like, give me.
Oh, you cut out.
Put it out there.
Yeah, you cut out a lot.
Oh dang, am I back?
Yeah, welcome
Okay.
back.
So
I'm back.
if DE puts that out there, like if they was to put out a poll, universal vacuum or design endgame content, which one would you pick? You're gonna have those people that's in the middle, like,
Oh, I don't want to pick DE. I shouldn't have to. You guys should work. You need to work.
That's
Don't
not how
take
it
the
works,
holidays
though.
off.
That's not how it works. Literally, every human being is capable of doing technically one thing at a time without help, without duplication of their tasks. So even DE functions like that, they're going to be working on something. Like the animator is going to be working on this. Like even if the programmer and the animator are working on two totally different things, choices are always being made all the time. And I'm not just making that up. They've always been clear about that. Anytime we ask for something, they'll say, okay, we can only do things in a certain order. So even if we can get to it, because they may feel like they'll get to universal vacuum eventually, the question is what comes before it. You know, so I think, you know what it is too? You know what? Here's the thing about universal vac. And universal vac is well marketed, right? Because
For lazy people? No, I'm just kidding.
no, that's not what I mean.
For lazy people.
So content creators have well marketed universal vac as a Warframe issue. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make it the best Warframe issue. It makes it the most exposed Warframe issue. Now, I could sit here and tell you 5, if you gave me time, I'd come up with 5 things that I feel like are huge issues that Warframe or D could address, but those issues won't be well marketed, well spread through the community, having a whole bunch of like cases made for them. One of those examples I made is a lack of animation canceling, right? Like the reason why heavy melee weapons are so bad isn't because they're slow specifically. Well, it's kind of because they can't repeat hits. Most of it's based on status. Most of it's based on combo multipliers. But one of the big issues is you can't animations can't cancel. So while once you commit to a swing, you're stuck in that swing.
Oh my god, I love you.
Right? So you can't cancel the animation. You can't roll away from the enemy. You have to sit there and swing the hammer, take the hits, and then you might even die. Right? Versus a quicker weapon, you could just get out of there. But that's not a well-marketed issue in Warframe. So if I were to say, hey, what's a bigger issue, animation canceling or universal vac? People would be like, universal vac. And I'd be like, I don't know, dude. I feel like animation canceling is way worse of an issue than universal vac.
Bro,
but because
you're in my
because YouTubers have promoted universal vac, it comes to the forefront. Right, and I'm not saying that it's not something that we could, like, DE should look at. Sure, look at it. I'm pretty indifferent. Matter of fact, I'd be curious to see them look at it to see what the result is, because I might be like, oh, that's great. I like what they did with universal vac, but it's not the only reason it's on everyone's. Oh shit, the weather's really bad. The only reason it's on the forefront is because content creators push it to the forefront.
You want to know what else to challenge what you just said? My biggest thing that I talk about when I stream is when you jump, and whenever you jump, you switch a weapon in the air, you're completely locked to that weapon and you're in this forward animation like you can't move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, to cancel out what you've been saying is to notice the problems in Warframe. You have to do a lot of different things because Naruman was canceling out a lot of problems in Warframe. You didn't notice these problems, like animation with every melee weapon. Some people like, bruh, lost respect for you, what you talking about. I never have problems getting locked in the animation. They're completely invisible like all the time. They don't care.
It don't matter. Yeah.
You don't notice these problems because Naruman was like a complete destruction of the game. Like there's no way you can't say it was. If you have, a lot of people try to overlook it and say they had fun with it. So if you're taking away their fun, it's not messing up the game. Now, Warframe as a development team, Naruman, I was kind of shocked that Naruman was a thing for as long as it was because it took away from all the hard work that they put into the game for you to notice the game. You kind of see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So with the animation lock, you don't notice things like that because Naruman changed it and you're escaping things that needs to be fixed. So that's why I look at it the way I do. I was just like, hold up, animation is just crazy important.
All right, let me jump in real quick before we stray too far from you to that, because I'm gonna put just one thing in there. My issue with the whole thing is the culture that we are breeding within our community. And I've said this a lot because I feel like there are certain parts of the community that feel like if they just beat the crap out of DE, that they can get whatever they want.
Say that again.
Right? Beat.
That should be a meme.
Yeah, and so that's the big issue here, is that I think that some people within our community, whether they may be the Reddit or whether they may be certain content creators out there, feel like they can continually harass people over and over and over again to try to push them to get things done that they feel is better for the game. And this continued harassment is something that I don't want to encourage in any way, shape, or form. It's basically saying, well, you know what? We can just keep bitching and continue harassing you over and over and over again until we get what we want out of you. They are trying to force people to do things. They're demanding. They don't care about game balance. They care about getting what they want at any cost. And that is the culture that I do not want to promote within this game. That is not healthy for the community. To think that they can go ahead and harass people to the point that they cave. And that's the biggest issue for me, is the fact that we are fostering such a terrible, such a sad, such a pathetic way of existing. Don't be like that. If you have a good argument, lay it out on the table. Please lay it out on the table, have your good argument, and leave it there for them to assess. If they feel like it's a strong enough argument to do something about, fantastic. If they don't feel like it's a strong enough argument to do something about, then take the L. They said no. Move on with your day. Move on to bigger issues that can actually help the game and, extend its longevity. That's the issue, is they feel like they can just constantly poke and harass until they get what they want. And
Does
that's
it work?
The biggest issue.
Does it work?
Yep.
It has in the past, and that's why
Yep.
I'm like, no,
That's why they
done
do
with
it.
this.
That's why they keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done with
So
this.
here's the thing.
And that's why DE needs to put their foot down. Like, I'm sorry, one of my big, and I'm gonna say it on the stream. I love DE. I love the people at DE, but I've seen them getting walked all over so many times. And I feel like that's one of the things that's hurting the game the most.
Yep, that's
Is that
exactly
there
what
is-
it is.
And we have a great community. For the most part, we have a great community, but there are these small segments, these small pockets in the community that they can think that they can take out their pitchforks and their torches and continuously bang at that door to get what they want. And I think that DE should just take a big old boot and just say, boop.
I think
We need
DE
to
just
move
needs a
on.
sturdier door. But look, the thing is, what I wanted to add to it, I wanted to know. I was listening to you, and I'm thinking, am I fake?
What?
It threw you off, didn't it? Because I was sitting here listening to you, and I was thinking, am I fake?
Okay.
And I'm
Why
the
would you
reason
think
why
that?
the reason I'm thinking if I'm fake or not is because I'm like, dang, do I want to join them to get this end game out there?
The thing about it is, I've always put it this way: if you have a good argument, put it on the table, because DE will take a look at it. They will consider it. They will talk about it. They will throw it around the table for until the argument is just not good anymore. Until they found other solutions to, improve the quality of life for that specific argument. But the fact is, people are putting out dumb arguments. They are dumb, you guys, and they are petty.
You want to know what?
petty
Too?
arguments.
What gets
And,
away?
but the thing
It's-
is, they're
it's
trying
tunnel
to sell it
visioning
as if
a
it's a
lot.
better argument than it is.
It's tunnel
This-
visioning is what it is.
This is the
It's
thing that
tunnel
gets it
vision.
away too. This is the thing that gets it away. Just
Yeah.
because a YouTuber made a video doesn't mean the video's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
mean the
someone made a
video's
video
right.
about it, dude. It is law.
Yeah, here's the thing. Oh my god, bro. What happened, dude? Dude, check this video out. What's the video? It's like universal vacuum, man. What's happening where you... Dude, I completely agree with the points nobody else... Just put it on Reddit. Oh my god, it's got upvotes. It's the right thing DE needs to do. It gets on Reddit. The video's on Reddit. They're talking about it. Now, here's the thing. It could be only 4 people that agree with universal vacuum. But it's probably the 4 most annoying people. Meaning, those people are going to take what they just wrote, right-click it, copy it, and just continuously keep posting
Spam
it.
it all over.
And then-
we got that in YouTube comment sections.
With those 4 legendary members, right? With those 4 legendary members, everybody else, when they try to speak, they'll just keep posting, keep going, and beat the other people down who's not with it till they force a little mini group of people with them. Then that
Well,
mini group
echo
of people
chamber.
start to become annoying, start to become even more annoying. And then at first it was only 4, but those 4 regular musketeers just turned into like 50.
Musketeers. Do they have a voice
They're
associated with them?
musketeers. They're legendary war. They're
You got
legendary
voices?
things, man. That's what it is. I'm telling you, it's literally crazy, and that's how it starts. And that's why most of the time you can't go to the forum. If you're now listen to this. If you're a new player in Warframe and you're trying to learn the game, right? You go to forums, you get exposed to a whole different community when you go to the forums.
Right.
Mhm.
And then new players that go to the forums asking, and they're learning all the different way of going about same as the other players that was in the game. I mean, that's naturally in the game that's not on the forums. So then they become like, what's the perfect word? A dick. So then the whole thing just changes. And then that's how I look at it, because it's like the forums, just because it gets upvotes doesn't mean it's the right thing to go. But the upvotes will make you feel like a legend.
You know what? And maybe that's what it is, because that's the only place that they feel the love is like, oh, I got upvotes. I got upvotes. Someone paying attention to my idea.
No.
Let's bring this to people's front doors. Let's see how many more upvotes I can get out of this.
No, but you're right. Yeah, I think that's something like we have to be careful of in the Warframe community. I think sometimes a need to belong, or a need to be almost a part of something and be behind something, or just like a feeling of purpose, can manifest into like this weird like harassment. Like it just piles and piles and piles until it becomes I think people start off with the right intentions, and then as it steamrolls, it becomes something that's not good. Like they'll be like, oh, I want, for instance, universal vacuum. I want universal vacuum is the right thing to do, can turn into Why are these idiots not giving me universal vacuum? And it's easy to lose yourself between point A and point B, but man, it happens like so much. And then like
That happens with everything though.
yeah,
And you know what happens? Let me tell you what else. Like universal vacuums, it pulls in unnecessary conversation because we've stayed on it for so long. Look at that.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
see,
that's-
we're part of the problem.
You see,
Yeah,
we're part of the problem.
yeah.
But no, in all honesty, it's just something that's so because look, it starts out universal vacuum. It's never about one topic because it jumps from universal vacuum being the main thing, then you jump into other core issues, then you jump into what else was wrong that you didn't like, and then you will think from this super long thread it was all about universal vacuum. That's how it goes.
No matter what happens, there's always going to be something wrong. It's just whether or not the community talks about it in the right way or the wrong way is how I see
there
it.
you go.
Because you're not going to have anything perfect. It's just how the community brings it up and then how everyone like deals with it. I feel like everyone just deals with things the wrong way.
I think that people, and this is one of the big mistakes that people don't get, is that just because DE isn't talking about it doesn't mean that something's not being developed for it. They think that just because they're not getting what they want now doesn't mean that DE isn't looking into other solutions in the future. And I think that's been one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of players have made. They're like, give it to me now, give it to me now. If I don't have it now, if you're not saying yes now, that means I'm never gonna get it. I'm like, that's not the case. And that's the part that drives me nuts, is because DE has given us so many things over time, but they wanted to make sure to give it to us in the right ways. And so people get frustrated and get pissed. Remember when they were saying, well, I don't want to have to use the what are those, the Zorans. I don't want to have to make that
For
my
cop.
weapon that I have to use forever and ever, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody felt like the Zorans were like, the must-have melee weapons because they had a lot of attack speed to them, so you could copter, right? So instead of nerfing what is it called, Zoran coptering, they give us parkour 2.0. And it's like, you just gotta let DE do what DE does. Put your feelings on the table. Don't put your feelings on the table, but don't keep banging the table over and over and over again until you get what you want, because that's just sad and immature. And listen, I know immature. I'm immature. I'm the worst of the bunch.
Yes, you are.
I'm letting you know. So I see that and I'm like, even that's beneath me. You gotta stop. Like if that's something that I won't even touch, I'm like, child, you got something wrong with you.
Do you know that kid? You know what I think about the community when I see stuff like that? That kid from the Willy Wonka, the one that was annoying, always crying for everything. Daddy, I want
Do
it.
they have a voice though?
Daddy.
Daddy,
Daddy.
I want it.
I want it now.
Trousers. I want it, Daddy. And that kid annoyed me throughout that whole movie. That's what.
So
Well,
just a quick reminder, we are streaming for charity. So if anyone has just come in, all of these talks are for breast cancer. We're raising money through the link. So I think, isn't the command donate or something like that? I forgot. How do you bring it up?
Exclamation mark donate or exclamation mark tip?
Yeah.
Yeah, tip. That's what it is. Yeah. So just type that out so people can see it. Remember, this is a charity stream. So what were you guys saying?
Nah, that was mainly it. But I feel like we hit these topics enough. Like we can talk about this on our.
Yeah, we can move on. It's just, you're right. We spent way too much on a topic that really wasn't worth.
Yeah, really wasn't worth it. When it comes to playing, right? I was watching Defton's stream. And he said something in the stream that actually made me think for a little bit that I don't notice, right? Now, he was walking with his operator. One, I don't believe it was an operator. Two, Defton was walking with the operator. He was walking through the grass on Earth. And he said, guys, did you guys notice that there were sound effects of walking through the grass? I said, boy, you lying. I said, you lying. Guess what I did? I turned on my game. I remember I was crazy tired. I went on Earth and started walking. I turned my TV up. I was like, can I hear this? I was like, God dang, I don't even notice the things that Warframe sound effects with the graphics to make it sound like you're walking through there. And these are things that DE Steve is always pushing for: sound effects, better graphic design. And these are things that we overlook because we're looking for the next big thing when they're fixing miniature core things as in sound effects. You know what I mean? And I was like, dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I feel like in planes with all of that, what are the sound effects going to be like when you get in when you get into the caves, when you're walking out, when it changed from the day cycle to
He's
the
got
night
a
cycle.
tweet for that. Did you know that?
I just got a tweet
Transmission
for what?
operator.
Oh,
No.
whoa! Donation. Clam King just
Clam
donated
King.
$5. Thank you very much. You are
Thank
the
you so much,
best,
Clam
Clam.
King.
You are the king of the clams, my guy. My guy.
My
the,
guy.
the clams.
My guy.
My guy. You have been crowned. Okay. Thank you so much.
I think Steve is just freaking awesome, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The only L Steve has ever taken in his life in front of me was them shorts. But other than them shorts,
I got the shorts.
Steve is Steve shorts. Oh, that's the only L Steve has ever.
Hello. Okay, you guys, everybody talk.
Testing.
Testing. Hello.
897.
Hang on. Let's see. Give me 1 quick second.
I think we're up. I think
Switching
we're up.
seams. Yes. Okay, I think we did it. I think we're back.
I think we're up.
Okay, so where did we leave off? Yay! Look at that. Here I come to save the gays.
What?
What am I drinking? I'm drinking liquor. I'm drinking cuss
We're
words.
back.
And they're spilling out all over the stream.
Oh my
Got an
God.
issue? Call my lawyers. Moving on. So we are finally back. Mogamu's camera is a little bit wonkified, but it's okay.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. So let's go ahead. Let's get down to business. If you guys did not remember, just to give you guys a quick heads up, we are streaming for the National Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. So if you guys haven't already checked out the donation links, definitely go ahead and do that. And remember that Life of Rio has agreed to change his name to Loki Lover 69. If you guys,
Get the heck
if you
outta
guys
here,
do that,
bro.
all you gotta do it for a week. Just do it for a week. Loki Lover 69.
Nick's promised
Loki.
to change his name.
Loki Lover 69. To what? To
You're
what?
revamping. He's changing his name.
He's
I'm not changing my name.
change your name. Change your name.
Life of Nick. Everybody, listen. If we get enough people to donate, everybody on here will be Life of something.
No.
Get out.
Life of
That's
Mogamu.
not. No.
Nope.
All platforms.
Nope. This ain't the Pussycat Dolls, and you are not Nicole Scherzinger. Get out of here.
Listen. Life of a straight guy play.
That could be you if you want it to be. I'm not worried about it.
It could be you.
Listen,
That is a long name. That is a long name.
Here's what we could do. Here's what we could do. If we get another $50 raise, Rob will cut his Clark Kent curl.
How much?
Do it.
$50.
50 is too low. 50 is too low.
Your hair is at least $5 worth. You
$5 worth? No. 50 is way too low. 50 is way too low to cut all of this gorgeousness off.
Yo, cut the Clark Kent curl.
How far are we away for the next goal?
Cut the
Yeah,
Clark
what do we
Kent curl.
need?
If you guys will see Rob cut his hair stream live, if you get it. I think that's a perfect thing right there, Rob. Donate it to charity.
Hey, no, but you got to do something too then.
I'm not talking to you no more. Just done.
No. I'm listen, I am willing to do it. But you have to take an L somewhere. You have to take a massive L somewhere.
Wait, here's the thing.
I don't even give a shit. I don't even give a crap about your ash. I don't know. I want something else. I want something you must pay. Cause you're always putting me under the bus. You're putting everybody else under the bus. No. I'm down. So for the record, put it on the record. No, put it on the record. I'm willing to do it.
I noticed something.
But Life of Rio has to do something.
I noticed something. Why are we always fighting?
Why are we always
fighting? Have you noticed that Mogamu and Nyx basically just sit back and watch? I
I don't know what you're talking about.
just noticed that.
Ooh,
Like,
okay, I gotta turn everybody else up. Hold on, let me make sure.
like,
Yeah, you're louder than everybody. That's what they're saying.
Okay, let me drop.
like
I'll drop myself down a
Mogamu
little
and
bit.
Nyx literally just be sitting there like, yeah,
Bruh.
dude.
No, see, I do not mind at all. I will literally chop a chunk out of my hair for charity, but I'm not gonna do it without taking Rio with me.
Why not Nyx?
Because Nyx is nice.
Because do you see what happened to my Warframe account last time we were on here for Tunnel Time?
You still fishing on that, Nyx? Wow. Next year. Next year.
Rio, what did you do?
You still remember my Warframe account?
Well, you got all that back.
You still, but it hurts.
Listen. He's still holding on to that.
What have you done, Rio? Where's your?
I will legit. I've agreed to this. I will chop off a chunk of my hair live on stream before we leave. If number one, this has to be fulfilled, Rio has to take an L, aka maybe he has to change his name to Loki Lover 69.
His in-game name?
In-game name to Loki Lover 69 on both PC and PS4 for the next month.
I don't think he can change it on PS4.
Oh, well, you can do it, Platt. Any PS4 players in the chat, let me know right now if you can change your name for
all
Platt.
my PS4 players in the chat, hold me down. Hold me down.
Let him know. Let him know.
I am the only YouTuber out here fighting.
I will put myself in the line of fire.
Trust these PC YouTubers.
I will put my hair in. No. Face reveal is too low, Empress. Face reveal is too low. He needs to take an L.
I feel like I need to say this.
An L.
Don't speak.
The first.
Speak on it.
No, I'm telling you. The first real video I ever saw said that. It was like, man, I'm out. Hey guys, this is LifeOfRio, and I'm out.
This is LifeOfRio.
And I just want to let you guys know that. And he did that. He did that before because you knew he was about to say it's gonna be it. It was like, man, I'm just out here to let you guys know that. Man, these other YouTubers don't know what they're talking about. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, who is this dude? And then he did it again, like at the end of what he was saying. I was like, wow.
Hey,
savage.
Look, people don't understand it's the same thing as LifeOfRio here, and I'm here to tell you.
My name is LifeOfRio.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know right now that I'm the only person holding it down for PS4 like that. No, but look, seriously. Listen, PS4 people, can we talk? Can we talk?
Can we talk? No, that's
don't
my line.
Enter this. Right? These PC people, really, Rob? You gonna really do? Listen, these PC people ain't out here for you.
He's gonna do it.
They ain't out here
you
for
gotta
you
take
guys.
an L.
Listen, what do I gotta? That Loki thing?
Change your name, and I will be. Listen,
Bruh, hold up.
I'm not even asking for Mogamu. I'm not even asking for Nyx. They don't gotta take L's. They can walk away clean today. But you gotta go down. You gotta go down. That's all.
Why do you send for me though? Like,
so,
why do people
just
send
Dave's.
for me?
Here's how it goes. I'm cool to do it to the next 1,000 platinum goal. All right. But at the same time, the only thing that goes along with it is y'all got this person right next to me. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, this person right here. He's got to take an L. Change that name on PS4 and on PC to Loki Lover 69. It doesn't need to be 69. It could just be Loki Lover 12. It can be Loki Lover 777 because we know you like your sevens. I will happily.
Bro, like, nah.
Oh, you got scissors. Oh,
I'm ready. I am ready to go. As long as you take an L.
Dude,
that's the whole thing. You take
the
really
L. Doing this?
Oh,
are we really doing this?
He's snipping.
How much do they have to donate?
We need to get up to the next $1,000 mark so we can do another platinum.
Here's what I noticed.
Oh my God.
I've noticed this. Me and you will bicker, and then Mogamu and Nyx will be the hype man. Oh, Nyx would be like, "Oh my God, it's happening! Oh my God!"
There's nothing wrong with that, dude.
Oh my God.
Where does Vince McMahon? Because it's two of us.
Can you really change your name on PC like that?
Yes.
Anytime you like?
Yes.
No, but you gotta keep yours for a month for all the planes of Isla.
Okay, can we get some confirmation from DE? Can we?
We don't need it, dude. It's a couple plans. I'll give it to you.
Name. Do I lose? What if somebody making a?
We just create a second account and we'll lock it.
Oh my God.
We'll create an account and we'll hold it.
How far are we?
What you gonna do, boss?
We just need you to say that you will do, and
You
here's
gonna
the thing,
chicken out to Rob?
it needs to be done. It needs to be done by the end of the day.
Do it.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have
D will help us out.
everybody spam you consistently with it.
D will help us. Don't worry. We're good.
He never helps me, bro.
I know.
All they
D will
ever,
help us.
bro,
Come
they
on.
send me Loki.
I'm telling you, you're
me
good.
that Ash sucks. The DE tells me that. I just noticed what I said.
So-
Richard, I see you. Thank you for that donation, getting us a little bit closer.
You know what?
How
I
much
felt
was
bad
it?
Just now. I felt bad just now. You know why? Because I wanted to say, don't do it, but we need to.
Oh, please, Rio, you gotta agree to this. He's gonna cut the Clark Kent girl.
Rio, look, he got scissors through his hair. Oh,
Rob,
you
Rob,
get back out of this.
Rob,
It's so
Rob, cut one string, Rob, to show me you're serious.
Oh, Mogamu, chill.
Show me you're serious, Rob.
Oh, no.
Show me you're serious, Rob.
No!
There's no way. There's no way.
He's doing it.
Oh!
He's doing it.
I feel like that's gonna be on a doll with my name. But listen,
Come on, you're so chicken. Come on, you're such a big man.
He
Mr.
is
I do
chicken, isn't
endless runs. Mr. Look at me, I'm a real man here.
Scared of a little name.
Scared of a little name change? Oh, scared of a little name change.
Chat, we got, how much we need? Another 1,000? Come on, chat, we need this. We need this, chat.
And I gotta go
this
on
is
stream.
for
I got
the
a charity
culture.
stream coming up. I got lots of things coming up. I'm not
Hold
even
on, bro.
worried. I'm not
Let me
even
say
worried
this.
about this Shane.
let me,
Oh, I
let
got
me-
some
let me
chicken
say
in my
this.
hair.
Let me say this. It's bigger than just the name.
This is my hair.
I think that's why you laughing, because you know this is bigger than just this 4
A
years worth of
whole
hate.
month. Come on.
Hashtag
A month?
Loki lover for a month.
Come on.
On
How long
both
will you agree
PC and
to?
PS4, you can't escape this. Everywhere you go, you need to be branded as Loki lover.
You need to be branded. What kind of life would
Branded.
I think he should put numbers behind it too.
You can put numbers
Loki,
behind it.
Loki Lover X69.
Or you could do like little X, big X, Loki lover, X, big X, little X. Like way back in the day. Come on.
Please.
like them Call of Duty players?
We just need to hear you agree, and we need to see it done by the end of the day.
Oh,
do we have
hashtag Loki Lover is happening.
hashtag Loki lover? Hashtag Loki
Oh
lover.
my god. Rio, you can't do you can't back out of this. You have to. Come on.
Okay, so look, hold up, Nix. Hold up.
Look, see, I'm not. Look at
Look,
Nizzy.
stop
Nizzy
changing-
is saying,
stop changing-
what if Rio
stop changing
changes
the
his clan
subject,
name
Rio.
to Loki lover? You better be glad that I didn't ask for both
Look,
the
look,
clan
look, here's
name
the thing,
and
here's the
your
thing.
name. I could have
Here-
asked
here's
for
the
so
thing.
much more.
Here's the thing. People might be saying like, "Oh, do it." Here's the thing. My entire known existence is on this, and you know that's why you asking me. Your hair is gonna come back before I get back.
all I'm saying is, you take the L. I'm willing to take the L as long as you take the L. If I go down, you go down.
Okay.
Look at that. Big Jim's in chat. He's like, chicken? Baka! 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 Baka!
Listen.
Do it.
I've already taken one chunk out of my hair.
How much you
Steel
cutting?
Peach came through
Okay,
with that
okay.
$26
Hold on,
donation.
hold
She
on,
got
hold
that
on.
chunk of hair.
How much you cutting? Show the chat. How much you cutting? Like, what? God damn.
Say goddamn.
All of this right here.
How low we cutting it?
He's going to the finger.
That's
Come on,
right
that's
here.
fair. Come on, that's legit. Don't make him go first.
Oh
Okay, where
my
your hand is?
God.
That's a lot.
That's a
You
lot.
figure
That's
it?
like at least 2 inches.
Bruh, Rob's age and that's
Yeah.
coming back by next week.
Heck no.
Then you know how fast his hair grows?
That's more than two. Listen. Look at
Bruh,
that.
that's
Look
at
at
least
how
me
long
holding
that
name.
is.
God.
That's at least me holding that name for that's a week.
That's a
span.
month.
Your
That's
hair
a
takes a
month.
month to grow back.
That's a month.
Rio,
All right, how about Rio keeps
feel like
the
it's
name as
bigger.
long as it takes Rob's hair to grow back? That's even.
Woo! I like it.
I'm gonna come
I like
back
it.
on
If
camera
that's
with a
the
bald
issue.
cap. I'm gonna be like that for a year.
He's gonna get his hair back, you know, within like a week or two. So if his hair comes back in like 2 weeks, then you get rid of the name in 2 weeks. That
My
makes it
hair
fair,
does
'cause
not
then-
grow that long, y'all. You're crazy.
But what if he keeps
Come on,
trimming it?
It's a month at the
What
least.
if he keeps trimming it?
Rob keeps trimming it.
Yeah, what if he keeps trimming it, bro?
I'm a Loki player. I'm a Loki player. I will troll you like
He
that.
just wants. He keeps his hair always short now just to keep Rio's name.
Oh my god. Okay.
A month.
Come on,
It's better.
come
It's
on.
better than me trolling you for like 2 months, isn't it?
You should go for the time frame. I'm telling you what's good.
Okay,
for
I'll
you.
go for the.
Go for the time.
Time frame. Loki lover.
on,
So
hold
that
on,
needs
hold on.
the agreement is made. It's got to be on PC and PS4, both
What do you mean
places.
PS4? What am I doing on
And-
PS4? You can't
and-
change your name on PS4.
I guarantee we can get DE support for this. I will
Oh,
Why
100%
would-
guarantee it.
There's no doubt in my mind.
You want to support this? Like,
You know, D.E. Megan would love to see this.
Lady,
Yeah.
Lady Hot Eyes, thank you
Yeah.
so much for the donation. Thank you so much. But yeah, no.
Can I get a speech? Can I get a speech? Can I get a speech?
Can we confirm though? Can anybody confirm if you can 100%
It's gonna go
change
into
the
speech.
name?
It's gonna
on-
go into speech. Can I get a speech? All right. Don't talk while I'm talking.
You need to.
Don't talk while I'm talking.
We got 10 minutes, so you got
You
the
got
full
10 minutes. I gotta wrap this up quick. I
Yeah.
just want to say for all the Ash people out there, for all the disappointments that's been coming along, it's coming along for a good reason. I'm sorry. I will listen. After this happens, I'm throwing up multiple videos for you guys. Multiple videos. I'll do it. Go ahead.
You do it. Say it louder.
Mugamu, you
gotta get
fake.
it on his-
Mugamu.
Say it louder.
He'll do it.
And here's the thing: if you can't
Yeah.
change your name on PS4, if you can't change your name on PS4, then you got to keep your PC one for as long as for as
No,
long
no,
as
no,
you
no,
can
I just
change
gonna
it.
switch it.
All right,
Just-
fine. So, okay, if
Alright,
you
He
can't,
agreed. Okay.
if you can't do it on PS4, then
do
2
it.
months on PC.
He agreed.
my
we got
God.
we got 9 minutes to make this
I'll
happen.
do it. I'll do it.
We got
I'll do
9
it.
minutes.
Oh,
Okay. So
he'll
what
do
do we
it.
need to do?
I'll do
He's
it.
doing it.
I'll do it.
He's doing it. He's doing it. He's
Do it.
Get
doing
us
it
to
for
that
charity.
next goal. Get
Do
us
it.
to that next goal, and I'm more than happy.
Dude,
So
I'm
we-
more
excited
than
to see
happy-
Rob
I'm
snip
more
his
than
hair
happy
or
to do
Rio's
it.
name change.
I want the
You know what?
name. I
Yes,
want the
please.
name.
I want the
And
name.
then,
See, you notice Rio always tries to set me up for something, and I'm like, you know what? I'll go down, but you gotta go
Yep.
take your Zenistar with you.
Oh, did we just bet on the? Good.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
waiting. I'm not even sure if people are here. Listen, I don't even know if people are gonna be able to
No,
do it
no,
because
no, 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 no,
there is
no,
still
you
a
said
donation
Rio
goal
Rio,
that
you
goes
gotta
along
take
with
Zenny
it.
Star with him. Wait, we made him.
There's still a donation goal that goes along with this. We gotta wait.
No, but I'm saying, did we make a bet about the Zenny Star? Like,
No, that was the
Oh,
other thing.
okay.
That was the other thing.
He's stalling for time.
He-
little shook.
yeah, we're
He's
just
stalled.
waiting. We're just waiting to see. Anyway, let's have a. Oh, we only have like a
Incoming
few minutes
transmission,
left.
operator.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. my
Yeah, so
God.
I'm not sure. We might not even make it. So I just cut off a chunk of my hair for no reason. $75 from Just Dave.
Oh,
He's
here we
trying
go.
to get us
You're
close,
right.
you guys. He's trying to
Let's
get
go.
us
We
closer.
believe in you guys.
Yeah,
Yo, why
we
do
know.
times
Wow,
seem
thank
like
you,
it takes
Just
so
Dave.
long?
Just Dave
Why do-
coming in strong.
No.
Just
Yeah,
Dave is really
good
wanting-
job, dude.
What do we do?
Wow.
What do we?
Huh? What did you say?
How much further do we have to go?
375 left. I don't know if we're
Oh
gonna
my
get
God.
375 left.
375.
So I'm not
Oh
even
my
sure if that's gonna
375.
be. I don't even know if
Yeah.
that's gonna be a thing.
How many minutes do we got? How many minutes we got? I'm counting down. I'm not.
7 minutes, Rio.
We got 7 minutes.
7 minutes until Rob chops off a chunk of his hair.
Uh-oh.
How much to make Life of Rio rename his Zenny Star to Loki Lover? Y'all are some evil individuals.
Oh my God! Why didn't I think of that in the plains of Eidolon?
Oh,
God, I forgot
rename
you
what?
could do that.
Rename a weapon?
Yeah.
You can name your weapons now.
I was gonna say something about that, but I felt like we
Mugamu,
didn't.
why do you always throw shade?
Okay, how about
Incoming
this?
transmission,
How about this? How about
operator.
this? If we can't make it to the 375, if we get at least, let's say, oh shit, Normandy is another 100 in there. So we're
Oh,
only 275 away.
No. No.
Yes! Yes,
No.
baby!
So
Normandy!
Well,
No.
if we change this,
No.
if we change
No.
this, it's not gonna be as bad for you, Rio. It's not gonna be as.
No.
Oh,
What's
no?
up?
No.
What
Yeah,
what you say? What you say? What you say?
Okay, so 275 left. I will do the cut if we get down to 200. if we get down to 200,
What
but
if
what
I
you
go-
have
we
to
have
do,
to go.
what you
So we
have
gotta
to
get
do,
75 more.
75 more, but you have to
75,
change
okay.
the name of your, as soon as Planes of Eidolon comes out, you
Incoming
have to
transmission,
change
operator.
the name of your Zenistar to Loki is better than Ash.
Heck,
I'm good with that. I'm good
no,
with
you're
that.
not good with that. You don't.
I'm good with
Are
that.
you good with that? 75, I'll do the haircut. You don't have to change your IGN name, but you have to change the Zenistar name
Oh, Cronax
to
coming in
Loki
with 5?
is
Okay.
better than Ash.
Oh, there you go, Cronex.
I'm dropping the bar. Hey, listen.
Why did whoever said that in the stream? I freaking despise you.
Oh, Faven coming in,
Incoming
Big
transmission,
Lou
operator.
coming in. What?
Oh my god. Okay.
How much was it?
I'm not streaming.
Oh, Fabian coming in for 100. Oh.
Oh! So you gotta. So instead of changing your name on PS4, because listen, I'm not sure if we're gonna.
He's got to change it. He's got to change it on both.
He's got to
Oh,
change your
God,
Zenistar. You have to know, because you can't change your name on PS4, so you have to change your Zenistar's name.
Yeah, the Zenistar.
So
Wait,
either
so what
Loki
happens-
Lover or Loki is better than Ash on PS4 when Planes
what
of Eidolon
happens
comes
if we
out.
get this last 150?
I don't know,
Nick,
y'all.
Nick,
I'm just
Nick,
already ready to.
Nick,
I'm just.
Nick, you're an evil person too. Like, don't talk about the other one.
I'm scheming, dude. I'm scheming.
Like they already went
Mugabe's
past.
evil. He's
They
just
already
sitting
went
there
past it for
watching,
me, so
like-
I gotta do it anyway. I just
Dude,
gotta do it
I
anyway. So
can't-
give me
I
a
cannot
second.
wait to see Rio's name change. Oh god.
Bruh. Bruh.
Uh-oh. Is it happening now?
Holy shit! Just Dave, one more
Oh
time.
my
Is it
god.
happening now?
Oh
Is it
my god.
Wait. Get a rubber band so it
Just
stays
Dave
together.
came with
Transmission,
75.
operator.
What? What's
There it
going on?
is.
Wow.
Get a rubber band so get a rubber band so it stays together.
Oh, I don't have a rubber band, y'all. I don't have rubber
All
Why
right.
band.
do you hate
Oh,
me?
here it
Good
goes.
job. Good job.
That
Good
Zenistar is
job.
now officially Loki Lover, and Rio's PC
Loki
account
Lover.
name is now
Incoming
Loki Lover.
transmission, operator.
Can we
And
vote
then
on this?
Brent
No,
won
no,
150.
you can't go back.
It's
You
done.
set this up. You set this up. I
It's
can't even
done.
hear you right
It's
now.
done.
I cannot
It's
even
done.
hear you right now.
It's
There's
done.
another
Oh,
100.
Quit.
It's
I
done.
quit. I quit.
Oh shit, y'all.
No! Do it. No! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm watching the replay.
About this all,
Please tell me somebody clip that.
but Rob's about to
I'm
have a
clipping
bang
it.
streak. My bangs. I need my. Oh
You know what's
my
funny?
God,
I still look kinda
Terry,
good, clipping
you're
it.
level.
I
still
clipped
look
it.
Good though.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness.
Oh, you look like a new man.
Look at you, Rob.
Y'all forget, I work
You
for
look
L'Oreal. I know how to cut
respectable.
hair. But this is for you guys. I'll be fixing this for the next stream.
Look, next stream, bruh.
Yo,
Enjoy.
Rob, go on eBay and auction it off, dude.
No,
Auction
they're
it
gonna
off,
make
bro.
clones of me. I can't do that. There can only be one.
He actually did it. Oh my god.
Oh
Clip.
my god.
Super
Alright, now, Rio,
clear.
you can't back out.
Why did this stream just get like this?
You can't back out now, so we're done with
Can't
that.
back out.
See, here's the
That's
thing.
pretty
Not even if I
I don't
go
So
back
much
out.
for the donations, guys.
I
That
can't
is
you
even
the
so
back
much.
out.
Good
And
job.
all I'm gonna say is, I don't mind taking an L just as long as Rio takes a bigger one.
You wanna know what makes me mad? You wanna know what makes me mad?
What? You cut out.
DE's always like, hey, did you? DE's always finding me, hey, did you do it?
Did you do it?
Keep
Did
the
you
tabs
do
on
it?
you, man. They're like the Warframe police on you, bro.
Bro, they really are.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
all of your support. Thank you guys for coming in with all of those last minute donations. Faven, you guys just like to see me suffer. I'm gonna fix this, y'all.
Hey, Mogamu, you wanna know what's wrong?
And by the
You know
way,
what's
wrong.
by the way, peace out to that swear cup. Y'all can kiss my
You know-
anyway.
You know what? In both streams, people donated for me to suffer.
It was
Hey, man,
worth it.
whatever
It
it
was
takes.
worth it.
Whatever
And
it
you, and you would know what makes me even more mad? The fact you say whatever it takes because it didn't affect. Like,
All right, I think
Come
we're
on, man.
done, right? I
Just
think
jump
we're
on
done
that
and then
L
some.
and ride it. Yeah, I think we're done.
yo.
We're
Good
done
job.
and then some. But thank you guys so much. Make sure to find us on our respective streams. I'm sure that they've got links up somewhere. But yeah,
I hope we get to check you guys out. I hope we get to see you guys soon. I'll be streaming again on Monday at 3 a.m. So check me out there, and I will hopefully have adjusted. I'll see you. What about you guys?
Oh my god.
Are we done? Did they kick us off air now?
Yep, we're done.
Okay.
I need to go vent.
It was worth it! And I don't think this even looks all that bad on me.